I know this topic is going to trigger a lot of people because this topic is ingrained in our being, in our essence. It's something that we cannot escape. Okay. And this topic, as you can see from the title, is about the nature of human relationships. And the most powerful human relationship is the parent child dynamic. I know for a fact that this will trigger a lot of people, as it has triggered me, because it's rooted in our being. It is connected to us. We share a biological, a psychological, emotional, spiritual as well connection with our parents and with our children. So that's why it's a very deep topic that is going to influence us, whether we are liking it or not. And many people don't like discomfort, and that's why they get triggered. They start protecting themselves, creating these characteristics, these tendencies to fight the urge to see the truth. But the human relationship aspect is so important. If the foundation of human relationship, which is the parent-child relationship, is not established on a good foundation, then it will affect all relationships that we have with our future partners, with our friends, with our colleagues, with our siblings, and of course with our children, with our parents. It will affect every relationship, and most importantly, our relationship with ourselves will also be affected. The relationship that we have with truth, because we are basically betraying a certain truth that we don't want to look at. If we are hiding from looking back to our parent relationship, our relationship with our parents, if we are shying away from what happened to us, if we are not objectively facing it in a healthy manner, it will affect us. Okay. And it will not only affect us, it will affect others. Okay. So we have a responsibility to actually face the truth in the best way possible. I may have been going fast on this, but I think I'm making myself very clear. It's a very deep subject, the parent child relationship, our relationship with our parents, right? Our parents didn't know too much, right? They knew some things, but they may have treated us in a bad way in many occasions, right? And we may have also been a naughty child, which is normal as well. But not not all parents are perfect, right? There's no such thing as a perfect parent. We all make mistakes. There's no such thing as a perfect human. And definitely there are parents that are doing their kids worse than other parents. Um, but the fact still remains they are still our parents, right? And they share a very deep bond with us, whether we like it or not, right? Whether they treated us in a good way or a bad way, that bond has always been there, right? And it has affected us in many ways. So, to be able to heal the parent child relationship is a very important factor in life, because if we didn't do that, it's going to affect us in many ways. It's going to affect the relationships that we have. We're not going to be able to confront truth. We're not going to be able to uh, uh, witness God and witness everything that is around us. Yeah, bro, I'll be there. Just one second. So the parent child relationship is super critical, super critical. And to objectively face it, face your reality of what happened with your life, what happened with my life, is super important. As I said, like every situation is different. Like with my situation, it's different than your situation. But we have all maybe seen a terrible side of parenting. We have seen parents treat us in a wrong manner, for example, and it affected us in a negative way. Some of the things that they did affected us in a positive way, right? Some of it had influenced us in a negative way. But in order for us to overcome that and to face the truth of the matter of what happened is super critical, right? Your parents maybe have treated you in a wrong way, but the solution is not to hold anger, frustration, grief, um, envy, whatever thing towards them, right? Um, this is not the solution. The solution is to let go of that negativity that happened so you don't carry it with you and learn from it. So, learning from it doesn't require you to carry the negative experience and hold it in you and allowing it to affect you in a negative way. I know this could be triggering many of you, and that's very natural when we tend to look at our past, and maybe some of you are not forgiving your mom or your dad. It could be triggering you if I told you to forgive them. But the reason why I'm telling you to forgive them is to be clear about what happened in the first place. You cannot forgive someone without actually letting them know what they did wrong because you're not doing yourself any service. You're basically allowing others to just walk on you in life. You're going to basically allow others to damage you, to hurt you, without you standing up for yourself and knowing exactly what happened and why um, you are not holding others accountable for their actions towards you. So you're not basically respecting yourself. To be aware of what happened, what your parents did to you, if they are alive, the best thing to do to forgive them or to let go of that negativity so it doesn't affect you is to confront them with the things that they did wrong. And if they are in a situation where, like, okay, they have this ego, they defend themselves continuously. So if you have such parent, um, just know that you're lucky to have them because you the best thing to do is just to say it to them what they did wrong. Tell them, okay, this is what you did wrong, and I also forgive you for it. But you know deep inside of you, you will not allow anyone to do this anymore to you because now you're aware of the problem, you're aware of what happened, right? And you're developing your self agency. But this is not happening all the time in society, of course. Um, there's no awareness towards how parents are affecting the children. There's no one had received any course about parenting, right? No parent had studied parenting. So it's natural to have these things happen. And there's no awareness also towards marriage. Many parents are marrying and having children without any conscious decision or conscious awareness towards how big this is. You're creating a life, you're creating a responsibility. You have to be able to stand up for that responsibility. But to go back to the core topic of this video, the parent child relationship, the foundation of all relationships. And relationship in by itself, our relationship with ourselves, our relationship with our body, with our mind, with our um, being, with our goals. There's relationship in everything. There's relationship with other people, with kids, with colleagues, right? There's relationship in everything. The foundation of all relationships is where we are coming from, is the parent. We all came from a womb, and that's an objective truth. We cannot deny that. Okay. Even if you had a terrible mom, you came from her womb, and that's an objective reality. So we all came from that parent child relationship, and we learned a lot. We experienced a lot through the parent child relationship. And that relationship that a child has to his parent, whether their parent was in their life or not, wasn't in their life, the child will still feel this bond, feel the connection, feel a need to engage with the parent. Okay. So the parent child relationship plays a vital role in development and in child development. It's the foundation of development and the foundation of how we tend to change our ways of doing things. If we are open to new things, if we are open to truth, if we are open to God, if we are open to spirituality, and willing to let go of that thing that are not serving us. So, at the core of this message, revisit the parent child relationship that you have. What happened in your past? What are the things that maybe you hold consciously or unconsciously as a grief, as a um, as something that maybe you hate your parents for doing? There could be something. If you search, you would have that. And if you do have a negative parent, you were having a negative parent, the best thing to do if you want to really let go of all that negativity, because you know at one point you will be a better parent and you will be at the stage where you are continuously developing and only working with the things that are serving you. If you want to do that, you have to forgive your parents. And I'm not saying like you have to be with them all the time, especially if they are like a bad person still. They're still having this ego. They're still defending their themselves with whatever mistakes that they have done. They are giving you all these excuses and all that stuff. We're not asking for that. We're not asking for you to be with them all the time and to spend time with them and all that. But if you're lucky that they are alive, give them a call, tell them what they did wrong, okay? And tell them, I forgive you for that. And it's your choice if you want to spend time with them or if you want to connect with them often or not. But just let go of that. Be conscious about that thing that they did to you and tell them, because there's a way of how God communicates through people. Communication is very essential. When you say it, when you speak it to the person, you did this thing with me that is wrong, and I forgive you for it. You're basically detaching from that negative. You are healing the trauma. That's the best way. That's the only way to heal trauma that has been done to us instead of being victims of it for our entire life. If your parent is not alive, you can always communicate it with God, with higher force. If all that thing is not serving you, then you have to let go of it. And the parent child relationship is the foundation of development, the foundation of growth, foundation of change. So if we value relationships, we have to value, of course, the importance of the parent child relationship, going back and healing that, letting go of that which is not serving us, so it can open more doors for us in relationships, relationship to ourselves, to others, and to God. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next.